How's it going, everybody? Tyler Berry back in the house. Gonna go through a chest workout with you, really develop that lower chest that everyone wants and overall fullness of the chest. It's one of my biggest weaknesses, so stick around because we're about to put up some serious gains, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, cool, let's do it. Alright guys, here for chest today. So you see I'm doing the dumbbell flat there with that guy in the back looking real serious about getting gains. Down here I choose the dumbbells, gives you the most fullest range of motion. As you see, every time I come down, I'm pausing at my chest to get the full range. Dumbbell slightly turned to help your elbows tension, so it's not putting pure stress on them. As you see, that's gonna be my last set right there. Last explosive set should be your last set. You should never go to 100% failure. And you see beautiful legs there. Next set, I just filmed the last 2 sets of every one of my exercises so you guys could get a feel for it. Because I don't think you need to see every single set. It's going to look pretty close to the same. The last 2 are going to be the sloppiest, so I figured you'd see the sloppiest one so you can see how close I take it to failure. I do get pretty close. I wouldn't recommend getting any closer than I do. There's no need for it except for injury. Each set you should try to explode up, controlled on the way down, and getting the fullest range of motion, because the fullest range of motion will give you the most muscle gain no matter what. If you do partials, there's no absolutely necessary need to do partials. You're not going to work the whole muscle. There's no benefit in it gains to strength or muscular hypertrophy. Alright guys, as my next movement, I'm going to do an incline dumbbell press. Again, for the stretch reflex, that is why I'm using dumbbells for the incline. You get a fuller range of motion, and with the stretch reflex, you can actually use more weight, and it ignites more muscle fibers too, based off of the Golgi tendon organ. So, as you see, still slightly turned sideways there, down to my lower pectoral region. But on the bench at all times, shoulders brought back. You want to really bring your shoulders back, kind of like you're riding a Harley is how I would say. Keep yourself right on that bench really tight the whole time. So as you see, that was going to be my last set right there. There's never a slow rep. The last one is the slowest. You want to be explosive no matter what you're doing. You want to be fast. So there's no benefit of being slow, just benefits of being fast in any sort of athletic endeavor you do. As you see, this is my last set. Oh, by the way, I did 5 sets of flat bench, 5 sets of 6. Now I'm going to do 3 sets of 6, 3 to 4 sets of 6 here. And these are my last 2 sets here of 6 with 85. Flat was 95. People ask me why my shoulders so much stronger. That's a genetic trait. I don't train shoulders ever, just chest. So I try to train chest at least twice a week, every 4 days at the minimum. Here we have our next movement. We have dips. I did 2 weighted dips, and then I found this machine over here. Finally, no one was on it, so I could film myself. Just did body weight. As you see, everything I do is pretty much pause. You're going to recruit the most chest fibers on a pause, especially at the bottom, right there. And at the top, you're using mostly tricep and delt. So I have a terrible chest, so I really try focusing on bringing my chest up. I have tried my whole life. But as you see, each one is paused, and that's right there. That's going to be failure. That's definitely the last one. So, like I said, I did about four sets here as well of about 8 to 10. Usually I do weighted dips, but today was a little tricky because, like I said, I wanted to film. So it was just easier this way. My last set right here. You'll see at the end, each one is still paused, and I still try exploding because right there is where you get recruiting the most fibers. But I do some negatives on this one. I don't necessarily think negatives are essential, but they are good for muscle hypertrophy overload. The only thing you have to be careful is doing too many negatives can cause joint pain as well as muscle fatigue, as well as soreness. And if you get too sore, that's not a benefit. Hulk Hogan, thank you. It's not a benefit of being too sore, because soreness just makes it so you can't train as frequent. And if you can train more frequently, you're going to get more. You're going to have better gains because you're able to get stronger more often. If you're sore and you come in and train, I mean, you're not going to be as strong, and you're going to be sore too. So the the best bang for your buck is always going to be frequency for a natural athlete in regards to protein synthesis, only being elevated 24 to 48 hours anyways. After 48 hours, you're done growing. Sorry. Unless you have some sort of drug gain program you're on. For a natural
Here we
athlete,
have
48
another
hours,
set
it's
of
gonna be
overhead dumbbell
and you want
press.
to train every muscle.
I really like these.
every
It's actually
48 to
dumbbell
72
extension,
hours
overhead dumbbell
anyways,
extension.
in regards
The reason
to
is you get a full range of motion,
maximal,
and I like to do it standing
hypertrophy
so you can work your core a little bit more and your balance. I'm not the best at that, but I do have a physical therapy background, and anytime you can use your balance and core strengthen it,
excellent tool.
I would recommend doing it. It's going to help you in
works
everyday
great.
life and just make you overall a stronger human being. I mean, if you get hit by a car, you want to be stable all the way around. So I try to make myself as less injury prone as possible. Here you see these are a little struggling. These are a tough movement. I'm only aiming to get 8 reps here because I'm going to train this again in 2 or 3 days, and I don't need that much volume. I'm just trying to get today's more of a strength day. So as you see, last set there, down, perfect. Alright guys, you saw my workout there. Sorry I kind of made it a little fast. Like I said, just 2 sets of everything I did there. Total sets was 5 sets of dumbbell flat for 6 reps with 95. Last week I did 90s for 4 sets of 8. So this week I brought it up, did an extra set to get the volume where I wanted it to be, and did the 5 sets of 6, 30 reps. So then that's always my goal. Next workout was inclined. I did 3 sets at 6, just because I was slowing down and fatiguing too fast, and there was no need to do more sets than that. I've been doing this long enough where I can tell where I've hit my volume overload, and I know if I do any more, it's just going to impede recovery. It's not going to make me any stronger. So if your last set on your third, if you're looking for 4 sets and on your third set you go to failure, there's no need to do a 4th set unless you really want to do a back off set for just volume. But if you're training as frequently as you should be, then you don't need that. The next movement was weighted dips. I only did body weight today, and I did 4 sets of, like I said, 8 to 10 with negatives on my last set, just because, just to get a little bit more muscular fatigue on that. Then after that, I ended up doing the overhead extension. That's the best move for triceps. Going to work your long head of your triceps. You're never using those. You're always using the the short head, just because when you bench press, that's what you're using, and you use it for everything. It's never like you go to the store and you pick up jars behind your head. You know what I mean? You're not doing that. It's just it takes up. Your triceps are 60% of your arm, so if you're not training triceps, especially that part of the tricep, you really miss out on a lot of arm development. Other than that, what I ended up doing, I didn't get to film, was like I said, I don't train shoulders, but I do things for shoulder health, such as lateral raises and face pulls. I did 3 sets of each, just for like 10 to 12 reps. And then I did 2 more sets of rope push downs, just because, like I said, I'm trying to get my pushing power up, but I didn't want to overly fatigue myself for my next workout, because I'm always thinking ahead. I want to get stronger every workout, not one workout and then weaker the next one. After that, I did calves, because my calves suck, and calves are important. Even though for some reason in bodybuilding now people overlook calves, calves are important. And if I can bring up my calves, I'm going to do it, because I want to improve every part of me. I see everything as a weakness, but my chest particularly as a weakness, so I really try making sure I hit that as frequent as I can. And over the past, I've trained since I was 8, 25 now. Over the past, 16, 17 years, I've noticed that training chest more frequently really helps quite a bit. Workout was only about 45 minutes to an hour long, I believe. And then I did some abs at the very, very end. And that was really about it. Make sure, get plenty of fluids throughout the workout, and have a post-workout meal within 2 hours. I wouldn't overstress it. And you're going to do fine. Like I said, you do that workout every 4 days or so, you're going to do great. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I know a lot of people want more chest development, especially me, in particular lower chest. Highly recommend doing the workout I did there. That's fantastic. Or even substituting flat dumbbells for a decline dumbbells to start off would actually even benefit you more. It's just difficult because that gym, they have a decline bench there that is suitable with dumbbells. So, like I said, any questions, let me know. Hope it helps you guys out. Stay strong, stay fit, keep moving forward. Thanks, guys.